Hey Joe fans, I'm JoeFan82 here with another action figure review. Today I'm looking at the G.I. Joe 25th Anniversary Flint figure from Hasbro. And here's a look at him in the packaging. You've got the 25th Anniversary logo on the top right. This is a foil card, so it's a little bit shiny. We've got some nice card art there of Flint ready to go into action, and there's the figure in the bubble and the retro Hasbro logo on the bottom left corner. Here's a look at the back. We've got a nice cross cell on the top of other figures. That second line has some figures in shadow. You don't really know who they are. And the third line are completely grayed out, so you don't know who it is. Quite the mystery. And here's a closer look at the file card. It says Warrant Officer Codename Flint. File name -LR Fairborn, primary military specialty infantry, secondary military specialty helicopter pilot, birthplace Wichita, Kansas, grade E6, which is staff sergeant rank in the military. And the first paragraph says, Flint was a Rhodes Scholar and earned his degree in English Lit. Bored by the groves of academe, he enlisted in the army and applied the tenacity and concentration he had used so well scholastically to grind his way through airborne school, ranger school, special forces school, and finally flight warrant officers school, graduating each with top honors. A thorough tactical planner, Flint drafted and personally led a half-dozen rescue missions in hostile territories that for obvious reasons of security were never publicized, let alone admitted to. The quote on the bottom says, "We had thought Cobra had us in the stinking dungeon for good, so we didn't know what was going down when we heard the chopper coming in and all the heavy hardware going off like the 4th of July. Then somebody kicked down the door to our cell, and when the smoke cleared, there was Flint with that lopsided grin saying, 'Come on boys, we're going home.'" And here he is out of the package, and I think he's looking pretty good. He's got his signature look that was made popular in 1985 from his vintage figure and his appearance in the Sunbow animated series. So let's take a closer look at the sculpt and design of the figure. I think they did a great job with the sculpt. It looks nice. Paint apps are on point, very sharp, very clear. He's got the black beret with the black hair, a stern expression. He's the guy's guy, the man's man. And he's got that black button-down shirt and the signature shotgun shell web gear on. Moving down, he's got the double belts on his web gear and brown and green camo pants and some black boots with some brown trim. There's a look at the back. Let's take a look at his articulation. His head moves really well. There's a full 360, some nice up and down movement as well. Really nice movement. His shoulders do a full 360 and come up about so far. His elbows don't quite do a full 90. And here's where we get a little bit tough. He's got the Duke arms, the infamous Duke arms, where it's got a joint right in the middle of the forearm, which is very obvious. It is not painted flesh color underneath, so it stands out even more, and it's just not a good point of articulation. His legs come up about so far. Oh, and I forgot to mention, he does have a joint in his torso. He moves from side to side and up and down. He's got double jointed knees and a joint at the ankle, full 360. Let's look at his accessories. He's got a green shotgun, a black handgun, which fits very nicely in the holster on his right thigh, a black figure stand. It has the G.I. Joe logo with some stars and stripes, and it says Codename Flint on the front. Overall, I think this figure is really nice. I like the sculpt. Paint apps are great. Accessories are nice. Simple but good. It is a little unfortunate he is using the infamous Duke arms, those forearms with a poor articulated point there in the middle. That aside, I think this is a nice addition to my collection. I finally have a Flint with that classic look that we all know. So that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you think about it.
I failed you. I wish there were another way for me to say it. But I cannot. I can only beg your forgiveness and pray you'll hear me somehow. Someplace where a warm hand waits for mine.
Figure in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.